What's going on, Aberrant Garage fans? I'm Anthony.
And I'm Tanner, and I think we're doing an oil change on the white truck.
So today, like he said, we're going to be doing an oil change on our 2017 6.7 liter Cummins Ram pickup. Alright, so to get this job done today, we've got all of our stuff laid out right here. This go around, I'm going to try this mobile Delvac oil. Usually I'm a Shell Rotella kind of guy, but unfortunately pretty much every place in town was sold out on that. So we're going to give this a shot for this oil change and see how things go. In addition, we've got a genuine Mopar oil filter for the truck. A 1 gallon Ziploc bag. I'll explain this a little bit later. It'll make sense, I promise. Rags. For safety's sake, we got some nitrile gloves. And a 5 gallon bucket to catch all of our old oil
in. So what we're going to do first is we're going to remove the oil fill cap. And there we go.
Alright, so we've already taken the truck around the block, warmed up the engine and the oil a little bit to help that oil drain out a little bit easier, and then let it sit for a while to make sure that everything had a chance to settle down into the bottom of the oil pan. So at this point, we've got some cardboard down, that way in case we drip, we don't make a mess all over the driveway. We've got our 5 gallon bucket here, and we've got our drain plug already pre-loosened. To loosen that up, I just use our standard 3/8 ratchet with about a 3-inch extension or so. The drain plug on this is a 3/8 square drive, so the ratchet just goes right into the drain plug and makes it super simple. So now at this point, we're going to go ahead and pull the drain plug out and get this oil draining. Now the way I do this is, as you notice, I got the bucket kind of on an angle here, that way I can have room to catch this oil while not making a mess with the drain plug and dropping it into the bottom of the bucket. Tanner has recently shown a large interest in learning about cars and learning about the mechanics and how to work on them and stuff like that. So we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to get him involved in doing this oil change. We took some time to talk about the oil and what it does and why it looks the way it does, as well as gave him an opportunity to learn how to use the impact gun and take the tire off the truck in preparation for taking out the oil filter. Alright guys, so this is where our gallon-sized Ziploc bag comes in handy. We're actually going to take this and we're going to put it around the bottom of the filter. I've already pre-loosened the filter using a pair of oil filter pliers. Got that thing loosened up, so now it's just hand tight. So we're going to take this bag, we're going to slide it up around the filter, and that way when the filter drops out, we can seal the filter in the bag to be able to pull it out. Now I've learned recently that there's actually a plug that you can screw into the top of that filter, and that would actually make this process a little easier, and you'll see why we do this in the end. This filter actually has to come almost completely sideways and come out this window to get out of the truck. Trying to hold this bag up and spin this thing is not the easiest thing. Oop, there it goes. All right. All right. All right, there we go.
So this is our new filter, and what we're going to be doing with it is we're going to lubricate the top with a little bit of oil, and we're going to stick it back on. And the reason why we put oil on is because next time when we do this, it'll be impossible to take off. So now it's nice and lubricated and we're good to go.
All right, so at this point, we've now reinstalled the drain plug into the oil pan, and we've got our funnel ready to start pouring in some oil. All right, y'all, at this point, we've got all 12 quarts in the engine again. So now we've got fresh oil, we got a fresh filter on it. All that's left is to start it, run the oil through the system, make sure we got good oil pressure, and then check our dipstick to make sure our oil level is good. And that's it. It's a really simple process. Tanner, did you learn anything today?
In fact, yes, I did. I learned that you should hold the little socket while you take off the tires, because we had to take off the tires to remove the filter, and I learned that we need to put oil on the top of the oil filter so we can, well, take it off the next time.
Guys, thank you so much for following along as we've gone through this process today. I hope you learned something on these 2017 6.7 liter Cummins engines. Please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell. We're going to be pumping out some more content over the next couple weeks, and we'd hate for you guys to miss out on any of that. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us.